gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to my show, Omar's Opinion. Today I will be speaking to you about the English education system in Korea. I am an educator in Korea and I've lived here for 8 years. Exactly 2 weeks ago I was proposed with a dilemma. My dilemma was, is the English education system in Korea succeeding? I gave a test to my students. My students wrote the test. I marked it, I gave it back to them. 5 of those students in the classroom were crying. They were crying because they had gotten 1 mark less than a perfect score. And they were absolutely bawling. Their parents called me the next day and they all started complaining. The answer was not wrong, it was my fault for not marking it properly, according to the parents. Now what I want to ask you is that system in Korea succeeding? And what is it that it is showing the children in Korea? Is success based on your education score? Or is it that how well you succeed in life, is that from how well you do on a test? Surely if I lost 1 point on my test, I would have said it's okay. It's only 1 point. But to these children, is there an attack? Surely no one is that worried about 1 point. Now my argument today is that the education system, the English education system in Korea is failing. It is not succeeding. Mainly because children are being forced to worry about their test scores. Every day that I come into class, my grade 6s are exhausted. And every day they're complaining about the same thing. Their bedtimes are exactly 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, sometimes 2 a.m. And they go to their hagwons and come home around 11 o'clock. They tell me, teacher, basically what I'm doing is I'm sneaking into the hagwon around 10 o'clock and studying until 11 o'clock. And that, I think, is not a way for education. What is the purpose of education? Is education supposed to be based on grades? Is education supposed to be based on grades? Is education supposed to be based on intelligence? For many of these children, I've realized that the reason they are afraid to speak English is from a test score and from the critique that they get from other students. That is why they are so afraid. I've been studying Korean for the last 6 months. I am not afraid to speak Korean with other people, no matter how terrible my Korean is. But yet, why is it that there is an English-speaking student who is so afraid to let you know how well they speak? And that is because of critique and ridicule. And it's my time to now start telling you that it's time for the education system to change. They need to stop worrying so much about marks and start worrying about a different system that works for the children. And that's all my time here today. I better get going before North Korea attacks. I'm flying in the air. And I'd like to thank you all. That is my time today. I'm going to turn my